Somebody just brought up a very rare reference. Where did it talk about that time Abrio Day, and then he includes a very fake thing that didn't happen. But one time, Abrio Day shouted me out on Twitter and
Who's
said,
Abrio Day?
She used to be in Diddy's The Band, making the band. Like
She could sing.
She was fine too,
Yeah.
dude. Back in the day, she was hella fine, and she shouted me out on Twitter and said, "Right now, I'm in the pool dancing dirty to Intuition's Homegirl." And it was like in 2010 or 2011, and I was like wilding out, like, "Oh my God, Abrio Day, what's up? Let's go on a date." Like I was trying to get at her on Twitter, like, "What the fuck?" No, she never responded.
That's amazing.
To
Just instantly go for the kill.
I was like, "Yo,
Great approach.
I was like, I need to."
She never listened to that song again.
Yeah, that was it. She like deleted it from her iTunes, I'm sure. But
That's
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, it was that was like a very strange moment. It was pretty.
Yo,
tight.
dude,
She had like 1 million followers.
Did I tell you, speaking of like crazy moments, did I tell you about like when me and Greg were getting liquor last week when we were like doing the watch with Hollow?
yeah.
And some kid fucking, I haven't told you the story. We're going out of this liquor store. Some kid cuts us off. And then is like, he gets out of his car and he's like, stop. And then Greg looks at me, he's like, I think I know that kid. And I'm like, okay, it's like a fan that like recognized Greg. So I pull over.
He didn't recognize me. He walked up playing a watch. He
yeah,
recognized
and he's
us,
playing
like
a watch
and-
on his phone. He's like, I'm literally watching this right now.
like driving. Yeah,
Wow,
just
that's
right up here in
listening
Santa
to
Monica.
it.
It was fucking
That's nuts.
insane.
Yeah. He's like, man, I was just watching this shit. Like, what the fuck? This is crazy. Keep doing what you guys are doing.
Wow.
And
we're like,
it wasn't that he recognized it. He said, like,
Yeah, like
wasn't
me
like
and you.
Yeah, and he's like a watch.
Yeah.
That's what it
Wow.
was.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That was just like
crazy.
last week.
And you're like tuned in like in 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're
we're-
with Hollow, and he's like, okay.
Yeah, it was tight.
That's really crazy.
Yeah.
And I swear, like on the way to that liquor store, you're talking about people being superstar, like Diz or something, or going somewhere with Hollow or Diz, and them getting recognized.
Yeah.
Everywhere, and you're like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
We go in by the
Somebody
like,
recognizes
Yo,
it.
you guys
That
like.
that's I can count like in one hand how many times this
Yeah.
happened to me. That was trippy as hell.
That's awesome.
But yeah, so you want to watch Sirius Jones versus Jin?
It sounds like a fun
Yeah,
one.
that's really tight. And it's a shorter one to follow the, or it's conceded
the-
one, you know.
The Lord of the Rings that we just
Yeah.
watched. All right, so I'm gonna go take a piss. You guys,
Lord of the Rings.
you guys talk about this for like 1 second.
No, yeah. So like this was this before Grind Time or right in the infancy?
before Grind
It
Time.
was before.
This is
okay.
old, yeah.
Yeah. When this shit came out, man, it was fucking.
Didn't you used to have to find like bootlegs of these? Like you couldn't even.
It wasn't
they
even
weren't
like
on
on
the internet.
YouTube. You
Yeah.
had to like find them on
BattleRap.com. They used to like do uploads sometimes.
or
before-
rap music.
Or rapmusic.com.
Yeah, it's rapmusic.com. And some of them were audio.
Yeah, that's what I meant, rap
Yeah,
music.
yeah. Some of
Yeah.
them were audio. Some of them were battles. You know,
Right.
and you never. And yeah, but it wasn't a central play. This might have been right around
It
YouTube.
predated
no?
YouTube.
Yeah.
I mean, it
Fight Club was
predated
putting out
MySpace.
videos.
It predated MySpace.
Yeah.
Rapmusic.com was low key like early. It's almost like an early format of like World Star, where they like
Yeah,
they had
but
videos
battle rap
on their own
centric
platform
and like
Yeah, they were
cipher
all-
centric.
Right, all rapping.
Yeah, for sure. That was like a big thing for me. That was my hub. Like before anyone,
'Cause you were
like
probably, like,
outside of
16
Portland.
around that
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Yeah.
Before Scribble Gym, before all that shit, before. Even before I like was coming out here for battles, I was watching like Juice, Supernat, Idea, the Showtime Blaze battles,
Right.
Listening to audio battles. Like the Juice Supernat was audio.
Right.
Maybe there was part of it.
Oh yeah,
like,
when
that
I
was
found out there was
like-
video of that, I was like
Oh,
astounded. I
yeah,
had no idea.
yeah.
And at that time, it was like you would check that website, you would refresh it every day, but there would only be an upload like once every 3 weeks, maybe,
Yeah,
or once every week.
Yeah,
maybe,
you would
like-
fucking just refresh
"Oh,
and
shit."
watch some
Yeah,
old
like, "Oh,
shit, and it's things that you hadn't maybe like Mini Styles, Jin, Tone Deaf battling
Many
at this
Styles,
event, like
wow.
yeah,
I
yeah,
haven't heard that name in forever.
exactly. That was my shit. Like somebody pulled up and I don't know, I might have talked about this on here at one point, but somebody pulled up an old post that was like that I posted on Rap Music before I was even coming out here to battle all the time. Before I was like, it was just when I was local Portland battling and shit, and like car shows and random events. But
Oh, I'm good, man. Thank you.
but where I posted like, damn, the thread title was damn ... And then I was like, man, I just want to be known like for battling like on a level like Bo Rat and Thesaurus and Awkwards and No Can Do and Franco.
Do you remember
and, like, these are the
driving
fools I
to a
watched.
battle in San Diego with me, you, and Bo Rat in my tan Chevy Blazer?
That
And we
was
all,
the
like,
first
ciphered
2-on-2 I
together?
ever did,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
That was
yeah.
at the Hot Monkey Love Cafe.
Yeah,
where on the left.
that was
I
the
do
one
remember
where
that.
that was the one where I battled with 60 Cycle Hum.
Yep, I do remember.
Yeah,
that.
but we spent that whole trip just driving, like playing each other's music.
Yep,
and stuff.
we were,
And
like, taking turns.
Oh my god,
You're so
guys,
tight.
We're all gonna
I'm
be famous.
yeah. And look at us now. Told you.
YouTube,
what's up? We made it.
But yeah, that's funny because I do remember like I'm gonna edit this out of whatever goes on YouTube. But this is some dirt. The day that you like before you won Scribble Jam, we were having a talk on the balcony at that fucking hotel, and you're like, "Yo, man, I'm telling you right now, my favorite rappers, you, Idea, and Bo Rat." That's what you told me.
Yeah, it's true.
This is like in fucking 2004 or so shit.
I was on that shit at that time. Yeah,
because that's what it was. Like it was a really tight knit scene. You know
Yeah.
what I mean, and like we were all just trying.
Yeah.
And, I don't know.
And I was looking up to like people that were
We weren't even a
like
generation
above,
older than you. Yeah.
Not but like above as far as notoriety at that time, but like attainable. Like that was my
Right.
like only in retrospect I know this, but
Right.
like where I was like, man, these people are like,
Right, this
I
seems
could do-
realistic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and so like I
yeah.
gravitated towards that, you know.
So funny.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah. Anyhow,
Yeah.
reminiscing.
3, 2, 1, let's go.
And ironically, when I won, but when I won Scribble, I
Was it 04 or 05?
04.
Yeah, right.
Idea was like
The host?
you're-
Or
he
the
was one of
judge?
the judges,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he like came up. He's like, "You're crazy," blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, "Bro, you're my fucking favorite battler." Like, and like I just even remember him being like, "Someday, like people are like soon, like people are gonna be saying that about you." So it's
Right.
crazy for you to tell me that. Like
Right,
that's insane. That's something I'll never forget. And we did like shows whenever you come to the Northwest with like E&A, like
Yeah.
Idea and Abilities and shit. Like
Right.
I would like do like Portland and Eugene, or, you know,
Right.
and shit, and like we would like chop it up or whatever.
You
And
guys
that
would
fool
do
would
demo
drop.
battles on stage. And you're just like,
No, but I used to just like watch his live performance, and like he made
was a
my
great
live
live
performance
performer.
great,
Great live
incredible,
performer,
and he like gave me hella tips of like just
Yeah.
performing and like, you know, reading the crowd and, you know, using your voice as an instrument. Like this is our piano. This is it's
Yeah.
like I record, and he was telling me like when I record songs, I record it with how I'm gonna perform it, like how I want to perform it live, essentially. Like, and that blew my mind. I was like, wait, what? Because I was, you know, me was so make the song, and then they're like, okay, now I got to perform this, and I can't hit this octave. What am I gonna do live or whatever? And he was like, no, I record like knowing that I'm performing this live, how I want it to have the live sound. So it's like, you know, you don't see much of a difference, and that shit just blew my mind.
right. Rest
Yeah.
in peace, Idea.
Yeah, definitely.
Fantastic artist.
Yeah, one of the greatest. Like, to me, even, you know, there's
I
modern
still
day
have a
Mount
I served
Rushmore.
Idea shirt.
Huh?
You know those old shirts they made at Scribble Jam? Like, I served Idea. I served Soul.
Right.
No,
about
no,
that?
I don't remember
Rhyme
that.
Sayers printed up like I served Idea, and they sold them at Scribble Jam.
That's
like,
tight.
Like back when he battled at Scribble Jam, I have one of those shirts.
That's
still.
sick.
Yeah.
That's hella tight.
That's tight.
Yeah, no, when people bring up current Mount Rushmores and shit, like people ask me mine, and it's like, bruh, I want to, you can't leave Idea off the Mount Rushmore of battle rap.
Right.
You know, it's all eras,
I'll
of course,
be
but
to keep
he inspired
it
a whole
100%,
generation of like crazy
to keep it
shit.
100. But I didn't even know that there were competitive battle raps going on until I saw the Blaze battle on Showtime accidentally one
Him and
time.
Shells.
Yeah, and Idea. Well, they showed the whole battle on Showtime, the whole like every round.
the competition.
And seeing Idea battle, I went like, oh my god! Not only are there competitive battle raps, but also like a dude that's like a fucking barred out nerd rapper is like serving people. You feel me? Like I was like, holy fucking shit, this is so crazy.
Yeah.
And that was like really the gateway to everything. That's actually how I even found out about like Rhyme Sayers and all that shit. Was like I found out about who
Blaze
Idea was,
battles.
and then I got on Napster and I'm like looked up every Idea
Yeah.
song I could, and then I found a song with Idea where he collaborates
Oh,
with Aesop
crazy!
and
So you
Slug.
found out about the music.
I
through
found out
battles.
about
That's
the
crazy.
music that I like grew up loving.
Gravitated towards.
Yeah, gravitated towards, and eventually, like no joke, like emulated in my style of music through that Blaze battle through Idea. Like that
I think that was
the
like
gateway.
what, like 2000 or something?
Yeah, it was
the
2000.
Blaze? See, okay, I don't remember if that came first, but I felt like around that same time, it was like Scribble Jam for me because I was like doing I
didn't know about
I was a
Scribble Jam
graph
till
artist,
2003.
you know, and it was
I
like
didn't-
that was the shit
2001.
I seen first.
Yeah.
I think was Scribble Jam, and then it all tied in when I
Do
seen
you guys
the Blaze
remember when
battles.
RZA battled on BET in like
What?
in '98?
No.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
That's where I
that.
first found out about battle rap. I was like, oh, I like Wu-Tang, you know, and like I
RZA's
was
my
like,
favorite rapper. I would love to watch that battle.
yeah, he battled. He like lost pretty
Yeah,
bad,
right.
but like yeah, he battled somebody like on BET, and I remember like watching him be like, oh yeah, RZA's like battling, and like you know, I guess when you like listen to hip hop, you kind of know what battling
with
is
diss
to a
tracks,
degree.
yeah.
But when you're young, and then I was like, oh my god, this is battle rap.
Yeah.
And then at a fucking Rhyme Sayers show, I bought a Scribble Jam VHS, and it was the one that Mac Lethal battled Kashmir the Profession, and he won, you know,
Yeah,
or he
and
lost
Dose.
ADM.
Oh, that was like
I wasn't. I went to that Scribble Jam. I was there that year, but
okay.
yeah, he
Yeah.
lost to ADM,
Yeah,
and that's
yeah.
where I discovered like battle rap.
Yep.
That was 2001.
Yeah,
sure.
that Blaze battle was the introduction to the community, and then like it was like how I found everything else and started seeking it out. You know.
All right. hold
Somebody
on.
said this is the link.
Yeah, I'm gonna click on it. Rory's being. Oh shit! God fucking damn it! Hold on.
What just happened?
No, I gotta
linked
click.
out of the shit. You gotta right click open in different tab or something.
Damn, bro.
See, boom.
You got
I
the
know.
talent.
Yeah.
I know. I threw up
Executive
the-
producer.
You're the Eminem of this shit.
Yeah. I'm the Eminem of body to watch.
All right, I'm waiting till the chat catches up. All right, why didn't you want me to watch this one? What's wrong with this one? Is it like bad
It's the
quality or
same
something?
one. Oh, maybe it was.
Yeah, maybe it's something weird.
You gotta
Fuck.
right click.
Yo,
This is the one I'm watching, Rory. What the? Oh, he was. Sorry, I completely misunderstood. He's like, all these people. They're like, start the battle already. He's like, here's the link to the battle. Go watch it.
Gotcha.
Anyways, thanks, Rory. Appreciate it.
Wow, you chatters are fucking obnoxious if you
Yeah.
can't just let us reminisce for a second.
You know what?
cocksuckers.
On all that like old like fucking like meeting idea shit. Like I did like a video with like Dose One stuff, and like whenever like I like went and like because I want to do another video for him, but it's really crazy to think that fool battled Eminem. Like when I talked to him, he
Yeah.
battled Eminem in 1998 or whatever.
Right.
And he's always like, yeah, whatever. Like these fools like talk about like how much I suck rapping. Like I've been rapping longer than like almost anybody. Like you
Right.
know, and I'm like, it's pretty true.
Yeah,
You know?
I do it. Him, Mac Lethal. You talking about Dose? No?
Dose One.
Oh, Dose. Yeah. Wait, no. I'm
Dose
thinking
One who
Dose
bat-
now.
you probably have the Dose One versus Peace battle memorized. 'cause that
I'm
was
thinking.
huge
I was thinking of
Dose
Dose,
now.
versus
You're thinking
Mac
Dose
Lethal.
now.
Yeah, okay, I'm thinking
Yeah,
Dose now.
yeah.
Not
Which
Dose
that's
One.
a classic battle. We should watch
is
at
a
some point.
classic
The
battle.
rebuttals were
Yeah.
crazy,
Yeah,
like coming
yeah.
off. Like
He had a
I
black
just remember,
guy?
like
Yeah.
no, Mac Lethal. Mac
Yeah,
Lethal.
yeah.
And like I remember something Mac Lethal being like over budget, and then instantly off over budget. Something, I'll take your throat and cut it, and like me being like, what? And rewind because it was just
Yeah.
instantaneous
Yeah.
rebuttals. Like we should watch some of that, like Scribble Jam.
I know, I
shit
was thinking about
sometime.
actually
Oh,
watching
I'm
that
thinking
last
of
night.
Idea versus Peace was the one that I used to have memorized.
Yeah,
Oh,
Idea versus
toss
Peace.
the refrigerator doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, whatever happened to we'll never fall the fuck off, we promise.
Do you remember that full Unseen too?
Yeah.
And it's kind of unfortunate because they're both
kind of
like
weird.
passed away, and they
Yeah,
both battled, and like
that's
that
right.
battle's fucking so good.
That's right.
But anyways, Serious
what?
Jones,
Okay.
Jin. Did you guys?
It was
preface
like
this
the
at
whole
all?
turn.
No,
No,
we didn't talk about this
kinda
at all.
yeah.
Okay.
But this was like the transition for one. But Fight Club had their shit going. But Jin was murdering Fight Club, and he was doing it freestyling for the most part. Maybe he had some pre-meds, but this was like, you had Jump Off going on, which was kind of bridging the transition from freestyle to written, pre-med, but this was like the blatant where freestyle became obsolete down there because it was freestyle Jin versus prepared Serious Jones, but it was a tournament, so they all had time to prepare, and it was like Pro Green. Was Big Ace in there? I just remember some of his battles. That was different events. Okay, but it's like Pro Green, Jin, Serious, and maybe a couple others I don't remember.
Yeah.
But this was the finals of that shit, which was SERIUS, and JIN had been the reigning guy, or whatever, and just killing everyone with freestyle and killing Rittens.
He wasn't he the BET champ too?
Yeah, he went like. Yeah, he was one of them. He went like 7 weeks or something. Then he got signed to Rough Riders or whatever. But yeah, this shit was like when it was like, okay, yeah, you need more. Like I watched this and it was like the biggest murder of the guy who was the guy. You know, like, oh, it's a whole different game. The game changed. Yeah, like this is one of those moments for me where I'm like, oh yeah, this you got to be prepared in those situations. Yeah. 14-minute battle with an intro.
It's about to go down, y'all. It's on you first, SERIUS. Complete silence.
I used to love international speech. Make some noise. Hold it down. It was like instant. Make some noise, y'all. Hold it down. Hold it down.
Yeah, it's funny. Even though like Awkward's had the lines like even international P is gonna look like blacks in Arsenal. Do you remember that?
Gonna look like what?
International P is gonna look like Plex, or International P is starting to look like Plex.
Oh yeah.
Plex did that same shit where he's like Fresh Ghost, shut the fuck up! Like initially, like gives the audience no time to do anything.
Yep, classic.
Hey, do y'all pay attention while I do what I do?
Silence.
I said, all right, do y'all pay attention while I do what I do? Explain to y'all who is who. You know the usual. But on some real shit, I pray God forgive me for what I'm about to do to you. Cause see, if you don't know, I murder these little clowns that I spit on. See, I'm the king, you a cockroach. You should worship the ground that I piss on. See, I think you raw, but I don't need no arm and hammer, one hard right hand to stretch him. And it's broad like, damn, she like that raw type man aggression. So while we having a session, you run for the white man's protection and tell him I got hard white grams that's Barbara Streisand complexion. See, this wind's so soft, but when the imp goes off, it'll take your skin tone off. See, I got niggas that chop rocks for me, like Fred Flintstone's boss. See, I ain't gotta move weight, push muscles and get bigger. See, I move weight and push bundles and get richer. You talking about you bubbling and hustling, when, wigger? Only time you move some pounds of snow on the street is if you go shoveling this winter. Say, yo, you ain't got no gat, and I ain't gotta take no mask and get up in your stash, because the only crack he's selling is the one in the middle of his ass.
Wait, so hold on. Jin's back there in the background. Right?
Yeah. So keep it real.
So this Prof Green, because he's saying wigga.
Oh, doing no crimes.
This must be like
the warm up. Like
the round
probably
before.
suck dick for studio time.
Yeah, this guy.
Yo, what the hell?
Hold on.
Fucking that you suck dick for studio thing. He used that thing against Mook.
I mean, they probably.
Yo, you ain't doing no crimes. Stay true to your rhymes. You was a homo rapper. You probably suck dick for studio time.
He used that bar line for line against Mook, and I never got that until now.
He was taking the page out of Solomon's book.
I would gut you like a fish with a stainless, but I could tell from here you ain't got the heart to bleed. You ain't as hard as me, so I find it a disrespect. He should put me and him in the same league, cause I just blaze a homo trying to be fabulous. But when I throw out hits, they ain't gonna
say fagotist.
Oh, fabulous.
Sound nothing like breathe, more like as if I was clutching your throat. Your career in my hand ain't a good thing, like a Snoop tour, bound to go up in smoke. Cause you ain't cooking coke, nor busting gats, or doing anything that you rhyme about. You a barber from Jersey, plus you a writer. I can tell by your rhyme amount. I'm telling
Like a Fight Club is so fucking different. You know, it's like when there's crowd reactions, like shut up, shut up, shut up. Like let them rap. Like it's like you can't stop somebody because like if somebody stops for like too long, they just cut you off. Like you're done. You know.
Hey, you done came all the way overseas for nothing. Just for the bread, I'ma pop the toaster and burn this little English muffin.
Pop the toaster. Correct. He ain't squirting the toaster, he's popping it.
English muffin. But if they say squirt this little English muffin,
and burn this little English muffin.
Okay. Somebody called Prof Green Tim Eastwood.
Yeah, that's funny.
The winner by unanimous decision by the judges.
It's because their shit was like on BET, right? Like, yeah, they would air like
It was on MTV
censored version. Yeah, it's on MTV, BET.
Jones out of Jersey. Shake
And it would be quick. Like, it'd just be like kind of the highlights of each
I actually,
those
I
rounds.
feel like it might have been on a paid channel too. Like it might have been on Showtime or something, or fucking HBO Fight Club.
Really? I think it was.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Correct
I
us if we're
Yeah,
wrong.
let us know
Yeah.
if you guys remember.
Yeah. Serious.
It's the champ of the Fight Club circuit. You already know. Jin. Give it up for Jin, y'all.
You must be delirious, Holmes. Don't you know Jin spit furious poems? With them whack 16s from earlier, you can't be serious, Jones. Cause this is the shit that's gonna really put it to the test. I suggest you step to the pool table with your best. See the fact this beat,
Oh, yeah, this is the sickle moments in this battle.
and careers rapidly. About to have your ass serving daiquiris at Applebee's for minimum wage. I spit venom and rage. Take rappers, ridicule them, and offend them on stage. It ain't a thing for me to ruin your silly plans. 10 G's, let's up the ante like Little Fame and Billy Dance. Reach for that.
Can I say?
like
Oops. Can I say that like during the time when it was.
It's on MTV too, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
they say
some-
that?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
So back in the days where people were like freestyling, right? Like, oh, Jin is a freestyler, right? To me, correct me if you disagree, but to me, it's like I think he had all these written, but he tries to dumb them down so they're not too specific, so it seems like they're freestyles. Similar to what Eminem would do. Like, you know, his whole first album was in Scribble Jam tapes. You know what I'm saying? Like. But it's almost a hindrance because when like somebody like SERIUS is like clearly like I'm out here writing my bars and they're like heavy hits because of that, then it makes Jin look like just his raps are not effective because oh yeah he's freestyling, but it's really just shitty bars.
But he would have though, like I think what he'd have is like punches, like pre-med, even if it was during the day of or what, because this is a
Right, like
tournament
the
where
pre-meds.
they're battling more,
Right.
but it's like pre-meds, but he wouldn't structure them,
Right.
You know, like okay, I know I want to say something about Lil
Right,
Flame
which is a
and Billy
hindrance 'cause
Dan,
it makes
so
it
I'm
not
gonna
hit as
say
hard.
Philly Van
Right.
when I send it then, and
Right,
like
right.
he's still freestyling and getting to these ender bars,
Right.
but it is like just the enders are the pre-med part.
Right, right.
Because I like, you know, during Scribble Jam, even during battles, I do the same thing. I
Right.
get there and I'm like, who's my competition?
Totally.
Okay, call him a crackhead version of
Right,
blank.
right.
I know I'm gonna end with that. So then when I'm freestyle, like if I come against him, I know I want to get to crackhead Chris Rock. So be
Yeah.
like, you ain't hip hop, like Chris Rock, and it was just
Or how
the
you're gonna,
enders
like,
that would be
scissor
premeditated.
kick his sister's lips.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Or, is that one
Scissor
of
kick
yours?
your little sister.
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go.
like Jin can't win. You probably end up with one good hand like money from the Yin Yang twins. I ain't even
Like
stopping for
that's Matt
toes.
planned out.
Relentless for my props. Word to my moms. Matter of fact, a sentence to my pops. Once they start fucking with me, you ain't swaying the crowd. He couldn't milk the game for what it's worth if we was playing with cows. Hey yo, I'm about to rip your lame
But he
man.
means play, like how battle rappers use it to like cows.
Yeah.
Like cow, the
Totally.
foot and
Yep. Yep.
But he's
Ahead of his time.
couldn't
dog.
milk it
he
for what
wasn't.
it's worth.
Yeah, he was
Slow
playing
it
with
down.
cows. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's hard.
With 10 G's,
Cows are
I'll
from
break you up with 5 so you
California.
can hop your
Happy
ass on the
cows.
pep
See, hey, yeah,
Amazing.
crowd was sleeping. The crowd was.
train and take it back to Jersey.
Deep-ass
This
bar.
flow is not worthy. You cat right here talking grimace in your face. Hey yo, for real, Jin is the one that's gonna be winning this race. Cause when it comes to this, cats like you get ate up. He heard it was a special occasion at the Fight Club, so we went and got a shape up. Yeah, your hair looks fly. It was either pump rocks or
like your
spit.
haircut, dog.
Cause he looked like 6'2", but can't hit a jump shot for shit. This is the worst cat that I could ever see. You don't want to step to the MC, cause when it comes to this, you might get hired and then fired. Cause after I spit, you gon' wish I did retire. And it didn't happen. Hey yo,
That's like that. That's
I'm
the
the shit at
freestyle.
rapping.
Yeah.
That's the freestyle like where you or That's the guarantee freestyle. You know it's freestyle when the next bar is explanatory of the previous, and it didn't happen. Like, it's like, oh yeah, that's real freestyle. Like it ain't written.
Right.
Nuh-uh.
Cause after I spit, you gon' wish I did retire, and it didn't happen. Hey yo, I know you can't take the electricity of the flow that I be spitting. I'm giving you publicity.
Oh yeah, you would get cut off on Fight Club too. 90-99, like on bar 1.5, just done. Like there was no like, all right, we're about to cut you off.
Finish the punch.
Yeah, you gotta get it off. Yeah, you're done.
It's on you.
All right, P, what's going on? Okay, we got black, a British white, and an Asian person. What's this, the Fight Club, the United Nations version?
I seen that, I was like, what the... He's incorporating everyone into a punch. Like, no one was doing
this
that.
time,
Like,
no one was as, like, smooth as Serious either. Like, no one had that swagger, because he's, like, really just talking to you in such a smooth way.
him
Nobody
and
else
Big
is doing
Ace
that.
is one of my favorite battles at this
Right.
time, too. Like... That's
Oh, yeah,
the one
where
where
he rips
Big
off
Ace
his
rips
chains.
off, and I ain't gotta rap about chains. I'll let your bitch ass do that for me. Like
Yeah,
rips
he
off his own
chain.
chain.
Yeah, that's
Like,
so fucking awesome.
Big Ace is the GOAT. But like, yeah, no, this was like this was my shit. I watched this shit so many times.
United Nations version? But that's alright. I said I've been Jones before Jimmy and Mike, and I don't even eat Chinese. But you know what? I'm gonna make an exception tonight. I said, Joe, off the head or written, I'm the best there is. The message is you sex. So yeah, I'm gonna talk about your heritage. How you sleeping in a cellar with 11 relatives. And how you quit like a bitch, talking about I'm sick of the record biz. So you know what, I'll tell you what the hell it is. See, you ain't got no life, so you can't talk about a life that you never lived. And I done peeped your whole rhyming game, and it's kind of lame. All he do is look around the crowd, find a celebrity, and start dropping names.
That dissection and talking about him retiring, because after the BET shit, he's like, I retire. He did the Rough Rider shit, and then he's basically, that's why he's like, my retire didn't happen. If now he's breaking that shit down, that's crazy, dude.
All he do is look around the crowd, find a
Serious
celebrity,
from
and start
Harlem?
dropping
No,
Nah,
it's from Jersey.
Oh, from Jersey.
Yeah. Inglewood, I think, New Jersey.
names.
Such a breakdown. That's such a good breakdown of Jin style. So good.
I said, see now?
Serious, hold up. Every time y'all stop him, we gonna stop the clock, y'all. So y'all gotta chill out. Let him ride.
I said, see now, you get that off with a weak crowd, then you throw old punchlines in the mix and try to pretend it's a freestyle. See, I'm an MC. I done seen that all day. You ain't fooling me. And when you rap, why you be cheesing all gay? What you was doing, E? I said, yo, I said you broke. Come on, y'all. I said you broke.
Hold it down.
I said you broke. That's why you want to come back and battle over here. But you've been whack your whole career. Ain't it 2 billion people in China? You can't even go platinum over there.
I quoted that for years, bro. Like that was like the biggest
That is
line.
the punchline
Oh my
of
god.
that time, for sure.
You want to paddle over here? You want to whack your whole career? That's a good quality.
Dissing me for corny punchlines. Now I gotta make the crowd laugh at ya. You can do a collab with Malcolm X and not go gold in Africa. So don't think that you ill.
Crickets.
Yeah,
Crickets.
that's painful.
Also, shout out to his earth-toned LRG fit. Like, that was a very, whatever year this was, 2004,
That was-
2003.
yeah.
That was very of the times.
It's like Project 4E. Like
Is he
4 elements.
Is he wearing a shirt underneath it, or is that just like
No,
a colored collar?
I think they just used to have colored collars sometimes.
But that was a big thing too, though.
Yeah, wearing a shirt underneath?
Yeah, wearing
Always.
like a white shirt with
Hell
black
yeah.
underneath,
So
or
that
the
you would
reverse,
sweat through
or
the
like,
first one and shit.
Yeah.
Cause this is not the face.
And the bottom shirt was always bigger. That way you could see it at the bottom too. You know what I mean? It's
I
like
did that
you're
shit.
diversifying your whole shit.
Yeah.
You
I
can
remember
take
when
the
I-
top off, replace the top with a different one, have a
Right.
whole different scheme.
When I first started like not wearing the t-shirt under the t-shirt, I felt like so grown up. I was like, this is really the next step in my evolution.
I just felt naked.
Dude, I could never do that. Like I remember when I was growing up, I like tried to do that, but I've always been kind of bigger, so it's like, man, this is like hot and like restricting. Like,
Well, yeah,
I can't
because you
move.
make a double XL look like an extra medium. And if you wore a shirt underneath that,
I just don't understand how people do that. It like looks hot. Like I look at that and I'm like, geez, it looks.
I
impossible.
mean, the things we do for style, you know.
Yeah, a little orange underneath it.
To the new $100 bill. He over there cheesing, pleasing. You can't fuck with that. Yo, them Chinese jokes is played out like Scott Tells and trucker hats. I ain't heard them a million times. I'ma leave you in the dark. He trying to bring y'all back to the past like this is 106 in Park. But it's not, man. Got your arms folded, colded. Hey, yo, your whole style is corroded. Taking it back to where you came from. You a lame one. And you think you gonna come to this battle and leave with a bunch of ones. How you gonna come like this a field trip and bring your youngest son? Standing to the side, cheesing, pleasing. Cause this is suicidal. After this battle, your son is gonna make me his idol. And yo, he really deep down in his heart wish he could be like.
See, that's some shit that like on 106 in Park, people would be like
crazy.
crazy.
Yeah.
But in this acapella format without a beat, where it's everyone's focused on your whole and going against such polished shit like SERIUS, it's like no, none of that flies. You know what I mean?
Me. He like 45 rocking a white tee. You a grown man. You need to switch your career plan. Cause yo, I don't give a fuck if it's in China or in here, man. They know the truth and I'm here to expose you. And that's more than the reality that I can disclose too. Cause if it comes to this, they really not laughing. Cause if I did diss these black people, I would get killed by an assassin. But when
I remember being like, this is where it derails completely. Because he's like, oh, you're just, like, what he's saying is like, you're dissing me for being Chinese, but if I dissed you for being black, it's an issue. But
the way he worded it was...
for one, not only the wording though, but it's like, you haven't had a single hot line leading up to this, so you have no credit. You have no, you know, political capital. You have no. So now you're just, like if he was just punching, he's like, oh, like, but if I did this, they could have reacted if he had momentum.
I feel like to get that political, you need to build up on your politics scheme a little bit. Like, oh, you're gonna make fun of my heritage? Let me tell you about Chinese American oppression in America.
At least give, or at least have any bit of credit going into that bar, like, oh, he's killing it right now, like where people are hanging on your words, then you get away with.
Because right now you're just saying some borderline racist shit in a room full of black guys, and it's
like if I diss these black people, not even I could get killed by one, or it'd be a problem. I would get killed by an assassin. Like what?
Yeah. Oh, because
Who are
if I
you?
make fun of you black people, one of you black people will kill me. That's what he's saying. Like, okay, that's problematic.
But what heritage is known for assassins? And then, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Maybe there's some subtext here.
not laughing, cause if I did diss these black people, I would get killed by an assassin. But when it comes to this, I ain't fighting with mines. Just to beat your corny ass, I'm willing to put my life on the line. Chill.
He's got that. I'm taking these hits, face.
Is this nigga running out of bad luck or what?
Already. He just is cooler, smoother. Is he running out of bad luck or what?
That's too funny.
Hey yo, is this nigga running out of bad luck or what? I don't even know this little dude, but you just told me you fuck him up. I said, yo, I done seen on your face more than me, but you far from a star. And them Korean cars go forever long as you gas them up, but your heart ain't a car. See, I done heard he killed shells in verse. I was like, who? Cause you seen what happened to them, they all flopped just like you. See, you was in the game for nothing. That's cause you lame, you frontin'. You better call up RZA and try to join the Wu-Tang or something. Talking about he a rough rider. Say you ain't no...
Oh, this shit.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Hold up! Stop the clock! Stop the clock! Stop the clock!
Stop the clock!
Hold up!
Hold up, sir. Hold up.
Look, he's pissed at the crowd like, damn, stop reacting to my shit.
It's not even that.
Stop cheering for me.
It's also just like having like Fran Drescher and
You're right.
like the whole time you're like, damn.
I said, yo, you ain't a rough rider. You on the back of the bike hugging on like one of them bros. And DMX tried to kill him. You know why? He caught him trying to cook one of his dogs.
It's stereotypical, but it's context. You know, it's tying it into a greater theme.
I said, now it ain't nothing to me. I be international pimping. And I had your Chinese chick giving me a massage with a happy ending. I said, but when she turned around, I was like, ew, she kind of wrong. Like, damn, why she got a thong? See, his bitch ass so flat, she can iron her pants while she still got them on. I said, but yo, it ain't nothing to me.
90.
Notice how he changed his style from fast to slow. Face it, folks, he is not a rapper. He just trying to brainwash y'all with a bunch of fucking racist jokes. You be on the block snapping.
All right.
That didn't even rhyme.
It's good. Yeah, he hates you, folks. Something he says something like
Nah, he said change it from fast to slow.
But this is different. Brainwash y'all with a bunch of face it.
I hate your flow. Face it.
Notice
though.
how he changed his style from fast to slow. Face it, folks. He is not a rapper. He just trying to brainwash y'all with a bunch of fucking racist jokes. You be on
also,
He shouldn't have said the fucking.
he shouldn't have said a fucking.
Yeah.
That's like such a bad
many,
leftover
like,
from that
syllables,
era.
yeah.
Like people would try to put emphasis by adding a fucking, but you just messed up.
But it's
here.
also, again, like, okay, now what?
Yeah.
Like, now this next bar has to be a dope bar. Like, you
Yeah.
said your point,
Yeah.
but otherwise,
Do a
you
punch.
were going to run
Yeah.
the
Stop snapping,
risk of
but this is
sounding
different.
just mad, like you're losing, you know?
This is real MCs rapping, talking about I'm the cat that's on the back and I'm looking like a broad. When I did cook them, I was feeding you the dog. This is the dopest. Get focused. You not hopeless. Cause yo, I tell you it's unfair. I can't talk about cotton picking, but I can say how I took a shit in your sweet and sour chicken. This is real flowing. You were not really here. You don't even exist. He thinking that he can casually walk away with 10 G's like I ain't clenching my fist. Look, do I got nines with extra clips and coke by the pound? Nope, but I do got enough bars to go another 10 rounds. Watch me, make you the laughing stock. Half your block in Jersey will deny that they know you after your ass gets dropped by your label, cause they heard the kid they chasing me down. Matter of fact, hold up, that's them paging me now. Empty slot on a roster that needs to be filled. But honestly, I'd rather slang trees and ecstasy pills than be signed to your label where you owing them bucks. Cause they just jerking you like chicks that don't wanna fuck. Ask your girl, I left her pubic hair in her eye. Now she want me to shave my nuts like American Pie. I ain't surprised that you came with your mans, but y'all like D12, no one knows the name of your band. Don't try to come at me up. Don't try to come at me.
Hold it down, stop the clock. Hold it
Y'all
down.
seen, I got more time?
Yeah.
Y'all seen his best of mixtape? That shit is the worst. He on the cover with a pink Von Dutch hat and a matching purse. I'm glad you got work on the street. Your flow is unemployed. His rhymes don't work on the beat. Face the facts. You couldn't kill it if just Play placed the tracks. Trying to earn it.
I said, yo, this motherfucker weighed 40 pounds. How he gonna yell at me? I said, I'm gonna chill, because if I listen to what my ego telling me right now, I catch 3 or 4 felonies. See, yo, you might be out on 106 in Park, but better than me, though, you'll never be. See, you thought your flow had cancer. Well, welcome to chemotherapy. So this ain't nasty.
I was hoping he would rhyme something about Bill Bellamy.
This ain't sick. When I'm spitting, it's gross. I lock shit down. With the bars, I take the prison approach. And when I start clicking the toast, you get scared and snitch to them folks. But be careful, I'ma have to write some shit for your ghost. See, this is serious here. This is serious here. JIN is a joke. I speak from experience. Yeah, I live what I wrote. At your show, ain't nobody spitting your quotes. The only time your fans support you is when your air conditioner's broke. He said, yo, I'm too real. I'm too
Hold up. Hold up back there. Hold up
Yo, International P was the first Don DeMarco. Hold it down. Like, if you gotta hold it down, you knew you were
like, I
killing
got
it.
this,
Yeah. You knew you were holding it down.
Yeah.
Yo. I said I'm too real. The way I'm
Hold it down.
I'm too real. The way I'm popping, it'd be hard to miss it. Only way you get a new deal is if you go shopping in the garment district. See, I treat the game like new clothes because I'm ripping the labels off. And I don't care if you hungry, you try to eat off my plate, you getting strangled with the tablecloth. See, you ain't see me on BT when I was ripping niggas' facials off? Oh yeah, that's right, I forgot. Your cable's on. Said you can't murder me in your home. I murder you for the dome. I murder you for the minutes on your prepaid phone. I murder you straight off the dome. I murder you smoking a bone, holding a chrome to your ear like headphones.
Right there.
Yo, they didn't show
Just undecided.
last round? They didn't show Jin's last round? They just
Sudden death overtime for this one.
Two Jin?
Jin went first.
He did?
Yeah, Jin went first.
Jin went first. Sudden death. It goes into overtime.
Wow.
It ends right there.
Yeah, there's no overtime. I think they just called that for SERIUS, right?
He said.
Yeah, that was brutal.
I think he meant that Jin caught a sudden death. I gotta go take a piss.
Yeah, that was brutal, man. At another point, we should watch SERIUS. Not not
You just
this
go
one,
in there.
but we should
They have
watch
like a curtain.
Jin versus SERIUS versus Big Ace. That's such a good battle.
Oh,
You
yeah.
think you hot? I think you not. Oh, you thought you hot?
Yeah, Jesus.
I thought you not. So good. But yeah, that was just a blatant murder. Like,
That was bad.
it was definitely like, oh, there's a new model. Like, this is obsolete.
word.
It's a
Yeah,
new model.
exactly.
Like, that doesn't work not on beats with 30-second rounds. Like, this is different. You
Yep.
know, it's a different ball game.
Man, Jin's gotten killed so many times. And Solomon, too. Yeesh. Who did Jin, beat really bad? He must have beaten somebody really bad, right?
It was all just freestyle era, you know.
I know, but was there anybody that's this is Jin's best battle?
I don't know. There was did Timbaland's Made in China BET shit. There was, I don't remember anything super definitive outside of BET. There was Jin versus Mini Styles, but people used to argue that Mini Styles won that. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Funding for this program was provided by the Annenberg CPB Project.